Hello, everybody. This is Rob, and I just wanted to come on here and say hi. It has been a very long time since I have been on live in this group and then talk to you guys, and I just wanted to come on and just catch up and see how y'all are doing. So, ever since I transferred over to where I am now, things have slowed down, and I'm able to kind of jump back into this group. So, I'm definitely looking forward to continuing to help you guys grow your Instagrams and your presence on social media. So, without any further ado, I would just like to jump right in. So, nice to see you guys again. I hope that I'm not like the way this camera's angled is really weird. But anyway, so let's talk about three tips that you can use as a social media promoter or entrepreneur that you could use to talk to your followers because it's really easy to get into that mold where all you're going to try and do is essentially sell to them. And it might be because of nerves, it might be just because you're inexperienced, and that's fine. It happens. It takes some people a while to get comfortable with the fact of talking to people other than trying to sell to them, because I think when we get in the minds of sales and stuff like that, we get in the mindset that we have to sound like salesmen, and we have to just like become this radio DJ or whatever it may be, that causes you to just not be authentically you. And that's my first point, is to tell you guys that you don't have to be that kind of salesman type person. Just be authentically who you are. And if you're kind of a goofball, or if you're kind of silly or whatever, then be goofy, be silly. If you're super serious, be super serious. Be exactly who you are, because you might have people coming to your account checking out who you are, and if they don't like you, they're going to leave. And therefore it should alleviate all the pressure of having somebody talking to somebody who may not be really impressed with who you are, and instead of sitting there trying to convince them that your product or your service is the service that they need, rather find somebody that really you can relate to more on a personal level. So when it comes time to talk to them about your service or your business or whatever, it actually is a lot easier on you to talk to them. So be authentically you. Be who you are. If you don't like who you are, that's okay, because there's probably a lot of people out there who may feel the same way you do and therefore can relate. And by telling your story and telling people as to why you are where you are in their life, you may be bringing people in who are at that similar stage in life where they could benefit from hearing your story. They know that somebody's out there experiencing the same things you are. And whatever service or product that you're selling or whatever may help them just as it is helping you. So being as authentic as you can with them can only benefit you in so many ways. So don't be fake. Don't be fake. Okay. Um, yes, you do have to put yourself out there, and it's uncomfortable. But like for me, for instance, I tend to get into this when I'm teaching. I tend to get into this Yoda thing where I'm just like sitting there. Oh, young Jedi, you must post every day. You must and it falls short on a lot of people, because then you know they don't see me for who I am, and frankly, I'm not having a lot of fun trying to be somebody else. So I am going to go ahead and do me, and I'm going to put the information out there how I want, and I'm going to be funny and a goofball, and I'm going to do all that. And if people don't like me, they can unfollow the group. If they do like me and they're going to listen more, fine, win-win, right? Sweet. Okay. So that is point number one: be authentically to you. The second tip is to be relatable and not all knowing, and admit your faults. Okay, to be relatable. What is it about you that you can put out there? And you can put anything you want out there, because let's say you start with an Instagram account or a Facebook account. Let's say you have 100 people, but those 100 people are your friends that you might have known for a long time. Maybe they're just whatever. Okay, so that's probably not the audience that you're going to be able to relate to the most, who aren't going to relate to you because they know you. All right, they know who you are, and so you have history with them. Also, um, when you put your faults out there, those people, they're not gonna they already might already know those faults about you or whatever, so they're not gonna really benefit from hearing your story. So what I mean is, like, when you put yourself out there vulnerable in a way that I talked to you about in the first point. When you put yourself out there in a vulnerable way, it makes people want to be vulnerable back to you. Now, it might not be everybody. Let's say you have 100 followers and maybe five get back to you. That's fine. The ratio is just, it's the way the ratio is. So don't sweat that too much. Um, but admit your faults. Admit what you do wrong. Okay. Admit it when you miss a workout. Admit it when you screw up. If you're teaching how to do business, admit it when you make a business mess up. I'll come on this group all day long and say, yes, I have not been on here for the last couple of months. And I'll tell you, it's because of a job location change. It has totally turned my life upside down where I'm at right now. So finding a way to integrate this aspect of my business, getting on the Facebook group and talking to you guys and staying consistent has been a work in progress for the last 2 months trying to figure that out. And I think I'm to the point now where I can come on live and I can stay consistent and stuff like that. So, um, you know, but that to me is kind of a failure on my part, because if I look now, like the interaction I have on this group compared to what I had 2 months ago, it's very telltale of just how engaged you need to be in your audience. Because by taking off for 2 months basically means I'm starting over, which I'm fine with. I knew that coming into this was going to happen, but it doesn't make me want to stop either. It doesn't make me want to give up. It just makes me actually want to just try harder and do more. And if I have to lose a little bit more sleep, or if I have to, whatever I got to do, I'm going to do it. So, you should have that same mentality as well. So be relatable, not all knowing, admit your faults, get on here, talk about your failures, because if people see you as perfect, you're not relatable. People have a hard time relating to perfection. So, and then finally, the last tip of the three I'm going to offer you is, when you're talking to your followers, um, you want to teach them. You want to constantly teach them. So yeah, essentially, you're going to be giving away a lot of stuff for free. That's okay, because people, if you think about it, people are not necessarily paying for your knowledge. If they want knowledge, they can go buy a book and they can read it, or they can Google it. Okay, knowledge is there. However, to posture yourself as the expert in a certain craft or career field, whether it's fitness or whatever it may be, you have to show people that you're smart. Therefore, you have to give out what you know. So you'll find in this group, and then if you check my Instagrams and stuff, that I give out a lot of knowledge. I'm constantly talking. Sorry, the last 2 months have been despondent, but it's just because of life. But I'm back in, and I'm going to be giving out a lot of great stuff to you guys as we continue. So, just keep at it. Find ways to make it happen. Give the tips, and what you do is you can make like an outline. Let's just say a 30-day plan. Make a 30-day plan, 30 tips. Give those tips out every day. And continue on and continue on. And that way you can create a long-term content strategy that will carry you throughout the month. So that's the last thing you have to worry about. The thing you should be worried about the most as you're working in businesses is interacting with people, networking, and content creation should be the least of your worries. So do yourself a favor, map out your content early in the month. Find 30 tips, whatever you got to do, map them out. Deliver them several ways, whether it's posts, Facebook Live, Instagram. If you choose other things, just YouTube, whatever. Find the two that work for you the best and go for it. Anyway, that is it. Those are my 3 tips. I miss you guys. I am sorry that I have not been on for the last couple months. If you knew what was going on, you probably understand. But, I love coming on here. I love talking to you guys. We'll definitely be coming on live some more. But that is it. That is my 10-minute speech. Not really anybody popped on, but I really hope that you guys check out the video after. But again, great seeing you guys again. Looking forward to helping you earn some money, make some money on Instagram and social media. So we'll be talking soon. By the way, quick shout out to my wife, Amy. holding down the fort while I'm gone, and pushing me to keep doing this. So I love you, sweetie, and we will be coming home in a little while. So take care. Bye.